Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how to play this too. With some smokes, with some util, with some pathing, with some everything you need in a 20-minute or less video, hopefully. Okay, so first is the quick Xbox smoke. You line this line up right here with this line coming down from the white box. You see this line kind of in the tiles. Right, you line that up, so it's like this. You aim in the middle of this brown spot and the thing across like this, and the smoke and lands like that, that. That's a lineup I made up for things, so I don't know if you'll find that anywhere. The other Xbox smoke, which is just takes longer to do, is that one. They achieve the same thing. Okay, second one is the fastest I'm aware of smoke that lands long corner. If you aim in the middle of these two broken like things right here, you aim down to this circle. So basically, actually in this circle where the power line cuts right through it. You guys might not have power lines if you're. Actually, I think I'm on low settings, so. But that's that. When you're flashing out, make sure these flashes are useless. I see a lot of times people waste their flashes like this. They're useless. They're not good. You flash like this over. Okay. Those flashes are good. It's for these guys back here. But everybody's going to be playing anti-flash now. So really, you need one flash like that, maybe two. And then the guy who's running out just flashes like this. And, sorry, flash like that. Jesus, I think it's actually lower. Okay. There you go. Okay. So it kind of lands behind the swing. Right, so this angle, this angle, this angle. Car. Car, I would jiggle this first. So actually I would wait till you flash one over. And as with the flash pop, jump in a pit. So right after, basically, jump in a deep pit. And then just molly. Right. Molly like this is good. And then what I would also do once you molly like this is just tap, spam through the car. You'll see the blood come through the back if there's a guy there. But kind of crouch and aim at the door. Okay. And that'll usually hit people. So the smokes that you do is aim at this tooth. This is a tooth. Aim at the top of this tooth. Aim up to the bottom wire. And run until, let go until his teleboutique thing's out of view. So you'll see it in a sec. I run and teleboutique out of view. Let go. That's smoked. All right. So they can't see you from here, but here is a common spot that people sit. Whoever is this car guy, I would always kind of just like that. Second smoke you throw. This is a pit guy throwing this smoke. Okay, you aim at the bottom corner of this green sign, and you just jump throw. It's very simple. So together, the smokes will look like this. Sorry, more to the right. So it's actually the edge of the tooth like this. Kind of a little too quick. There you go. It covers up. It's just for covering up both things. Again, teams will flash through. Usually the flash will be like that over thing. So always have this guy sitting here. I really like a guy sitting right here, or just kind of a guy playing almost anti-flash car, right? It's the same guy who sprays that. Then smokes are down. You know, you can get onto site. People play right here. People play right there behind site. And then people play up here. Usually when you're doing long, you do it after you actually start taking site after you also get cat control. So then you kind of sort of have guys with you. Another smoke you can throw long if you are doing it from a cat split is you aim right here, just aim above here, and I think it's just a throw. Lands seat C. Yep, there you have it. I personally like throwing this molly with it, but I wouldn't take any util out when you're running up here, okay? It's just better for the guy in the back to flash high behind, right? While all these people keep their gun out, and they can swing up a ramp, okay? And, you know, right here is an angle. Back there. Get into here. So that's pretty much long T side. Cat, I showed the quick cat smoke. Get up here. All right, some smokes from here are this one in the corner. Aim right here. That's a CT. And the other one is you come right here. Look right here. And this is a one-way smoke, okay? I really wouldn't use the actual one-way because it's just been overused a lot, so people will just spam it. But you know, you actually kind of can. I would kind of just peek out, make sure there's no guy playing in this corner right here, which is where a lot of people play, right? Another corner spot people sit is right here. They sit a lot right here. When the smoke dissipates, you'll see it right here. You'll see like the pixel their head. So if they're a good shot, you know, they'll hit the head. And so make sure as well that you're swinging like back here, not like up here. Okay. When you're throwing the util, I would also kind of throw a molly because it's right here, you know, and then people also sit right here and then right here as well. This isn't smoked. A lot of times you'll have to worry about this. This. A lot is 2 angles. The Opera will usually sit right here. If you're taking cat control with 5 alive, usually 4 alive even, usually you leave a guy to go long. He kind of like lurks out here late. So one of the guys from cat will, you know, flash over. This is a good flash to deter this guy off the angle. Okay, and I'll usually play right here, you know, with the op right here, but usually it's right here. Let me throw this smoke again for you so I can also show you a molly. That molly is Goose. This right here. So, you kind of have to just know where it is, but you line up the top of this with this. So it's just right here. Practice this and then aim right here. Jump throw. Ooh, sorry. That's that, and then, you know, going on to site 2, you can throw this. People play here a lot, so careful when the smoke's here when you're clearing this. And then, you know, this is an angle. And then as well, flash. Kind of when you're going up cat, this is when the long guy starts walking out, and hopefully he'll catch a guy, you know, ramp or, you know, here. I think that's pretty much it for taking cat from T. Another T-side thing that you guys do not know, I know for a fact you don't because you haven't played new Dust 2 with the new mid situation. But usually you sit a guy like this, right? This guy, even if I think only if he has literally a spawn that's on this side of the box. So if he's here, he doesn't beat him. If he's here on this side of the box on a spawn, he's going to always beat the CT. So Dust 2 is this kind of spawn-based map. So the guy with the spawn kind of goes into tons, right? And can flash to clear tons. Usually do it with a teammate, right? Teams usually just smoke this off the bat. They don't actually push, so just sitting a guy right here. Once you get tons and you're kind of slowly taking it, then a guy can just sort of sit back right here, you know, watch this angle. Some smokes. This one's kind of an obsolete smoke, but it still works. This is a cat smoke. The better smoke that people throw right now, if you line up, see this kind of like white part of the hinge. This is called the hinge smoke. Aim right here at the door. And it's actually right click. Just threw it. It landed. And you kind of see it's like this. Right? It allows you to just kind of make this jump for this. Excuse me, Jesus. And then up here. Or, you know, you can make this jump. Up here. I'll throw it again for you guys so you can see what it looks like. Here. That's what it's like. So, you can throw that. Careful when you're like here. I think they can see your feet from farther back, so you really want to jump across on this one. Yeah. Some more smokes. This is the... There's really a lot of room for this. I throw this bottom one, but, you know, it doesn't really matter where you throw. Use aim right here, I guess. That's for CT. And then in the company smoke that teams throw a lot is aim right here. You'll kind of see it. Like, there's this bar line, and then there's this kind of thing holding it up right here. And you just jump throw. And that's just so they can't boost over this. And see, you sort of still see teams boost on this, but it's just kind of hard to do it with the new meta because, you know, you're not just going to sit a fucking dude mid like this, right? Unless you want to do some, like, rat shit. So, yeah, just make sure you're clearing like this. And then up here, right here spots, right here's another spot, right here's another spot. I would truly just first guy out, just pop a flash, swing with the flash. Maybe even jump through it, like so. It just goes deeper. Right there. Right, and then a good molly. This is more of a retake molly, but it kind of works when you're taking sight. Just aim right here. It's kind of not a specific lineup for it. I would just use this video for thing, but it mollies out right here. And you can just take sight. I would really always throw a flash like this. A good retake smoke is throwing a smoke like this, and then same flash as well. Sorry, a little deeper goes the smoke. I think you aim it right here, and then just pre-aim right here because people sit in this corner. And then right here, obviously, I would molly. The best spots to molly for retake are there, the one I showed you earlier, and if you're up here, you're gonna start like that. That molly really should be thrown like the A-long, kind of you leave this guy to lurk here while your teammates are up mid. Once they throw that molly, this guy can throw. If you're doing a split, do not throw this flash, but if you're just going out to beat tons, this flash is a must. This is the only flash really right here, and I think you throw one deeper too. Right, it doesn't flash your team who's going, but don't bounce it off. Right, the bounce flashes are obsolete; they're not used anymore. It's really just this, so it doesn't blight your team. Careful also clearing this. Right here, people sit. Right here, people sit. Right there, people sit. People play behind this. They play up here. They play on top of this. Right here, play right here. Play behind truck. I'll show you the smoke. I don't know the window smoke, and I don't really ever see it get thrown as much. But the door smoke, shit, sorry. Right here and right there. There you go. This is the door smoke. Oh, one good molly I do like to throw. Obviously not the first people in, but kind of just like this. This is a good one to throw if you're not splitting from mid, just coming from B tons. But yeah, I also kind of see people playing like right here. It's not really a good angle, and plus they'll get flashed from this flash. But yeah, when you're coming out, and if you're just coming from tons, I truly don't like just coming out tons, but sometimes you have to. And the flash, I don't think the flash blinds this guy. Okay, actually, yes, I think it might if you aim it high enough. So it's like this, might flash him. Yeah, it does. Okay, but just be careful because a lot of times people just play this, wait for a flash from their teammate from mid to come behind, and then they'll peek. Okay, so just make sure. Good spots to play post parent are kind of the ones I showed you. All right, this one's you can play here. Default is okay. I would use it if you got a guy here, and then a guy watching tons maybe. But right here is good. It gets mollied out by higher level teams, but yeah. And if you got a smoke or a guy in tons, right, you can smoke this. And this is a headshot angle. You can just play this. And it also watch the wide swing from door. Okay. So it's a good angle. I think that's pretty much it. A lot of times, you see this in retake all the time. You don't see it as much as matches, but actually re-peeking mid. Against good teams, I wouldn't do it, but if you're in like a 2v4, it's kind of a good thing to do just to catch the guy right. Your teammate's planning. You can swing mid. Oh, get a free kill. Fall off. 2v3. Okay. Play this shit. You can do like one like right here, and then this guy like playing this angle is really never play in this corner. This is the worst angle you can play. Play right here if you're gonna play it because you can see like just their head from this angle if they're just going like right here. Okay. And then it's kind of like they got like adjust their aim because they're jumping on this bricks. Okay. I think that's pretty much it for all the executes. Let me show you guys some pathing. Okay, so one is the A-long, right? You get the flash. First two guy here. First guy will throw the flash. If they molly it and we're doing it quick, second guy will always have the smoke pre and just kind of go like this. I'll call whether we want to throw this smoke or not. It really depends on if they got an op. But usually I actually don't like it. I just like throwing the flash. So that's kind of taking it, right? And then if we're doing it aggressive, I would just wait for the flash from the guy over, then swing, and you can kind of go up here, right? If we get a pick or two, it's really nice. If not, and we're kind of just getting slow control, just flash with the flash, and then the guy gets in pit, okay? If you are flashing and your team's getting into pit, kind of as soon as flash goes off, peek this, watch this, so this guy can't be here, and he's getting into pit at the same time. Okay, just another good one. CT. A good thing to do CT. I don't remember how it is. I don't remember how it does. I think it's somebody on. Fuck. I want to say it's like this. Yeah, it's sort of like that. Okay, something sort of like that. It's just a smoke that kind of gets you into pit. Because then, one, they got a swing on you. And two, say you got an opper. You can throw this. I don't really play long, so I don't know much. I just know a good flash to throw is this one. That's a good flash to throw. I think it's also a smoke. Let's see. It sort of is a smoke. I don't know. I don't play A, so I don't really know you this. You can self flash here, obviously. This is why I told you a lot of people play this angle. It's a self flash. Yeah. Just make sure you're keeping your gun outs when you're going on the site, right? Make sure you're swinging. First guy doesn't jiggle. I always tell you guys this. First guy is the guy who swings, okay? And then second guy jiggles his off. He kind of swings like looking at the shit one by one. Second guy can kind of be like, oh, he sees one. And if you're swinging and see like a guy here, don't be like, oh, and then, go back here. Just keep swinging because most of the times they're going to try and swing to like kill you. And then your teammate right here is like gets a fucking free kill on him because he's got to swing out of an angle. That's why the wide swinging shit usually always works. I think that's T side. Here, mid. Make sure you're not running up the middle here. Make sure you're always crossing like this. And then going up. Taking it. A lot of teams play there. I already told you how to play this. Just make sure you're going, and then Molly, and then a lot of times you'll hear him burning. Kill. I already told you guys how to do that. Cat, sort of same thing. Just come up, and then plant here for cat. Take site. If you don't have a guy long, I really wouldn't fight it too much, but having a guy long is kind of a necessity on taking cat. That's not a split. That's not a cat split. That's just taking cat and then having the guy lurk. It's a really good one. We'll do some CT shit really quick. Crossers. Make sure you're a lot of, in the past you'd cross like this. Don't do that anymore. You come here and you just cross like this. Okay, that's how you cross. You can go like this, but that's just so you can get the info. But always come to this wall and then cross and go. Okay, because I think they can only see like the tip of your head from this position up here. That's where they play it with an op. But it's just better because then they don't see like your entire body and can fucking hit it. They gotta be an actual fucking sniper to hit your head, and they rarely won't. That's that path thing. So you don't need to waste a smoke as well for mid anymore, is what I'm trying to tell you. Another good play, this is kind of an aggressive mid, mauling top mid, and getting in lower tons. Keep your gun out, you don't need to flash, I would just watch this. If you got two people in person, you can go up here. Careful of here too, a lot of times. Clearing here. Like I said, first guy swings, second guy watches. That. Yeah, also with that molly, you can run up left side here and just kind of peek. It'll catch a lot of people off guard. And if you can also do this without a molly, it'll still catch people off guard. A timing nade, I think it's 140, 135 maybe. But teams will smoke Xbox, but if you just want to nade top mid, you'll usually do a lot of fucking damage, whoever's the mid player. Cat, CT cat. There's a lot of shit you can do. One thing I like to do is this angle right here, where you boost actually, so you get an opera to see into tons. I would always kind of have your crosshair right here because people jump spot this, right? Fuck, if I can do it. They jump spot the cat angle to see if there's a guy playing cat. It's just an info play. Another good one is play guy anti-flash right here and opera here. So they flash, opera gets the pick, falls off, and this guy just kind of turns and gets it. And he's really good for 1 or 2. It's just kind of one of those positive trade plays that guy will most likely die. CT as well. If they are you have to take either control of cat or a long. Okay, you can't just sit passive playing site or you will lose the round. So you have to take cat. You have to take long. It does not necessarily have to be right away, but that's kind of the easiest time to fight for it. Okay, so then when they take site, you can just give them long, and you can just retake from cat. Okay, or if they come up cat, you can just take long. That's why usually teams will have like the opera here, I said. And then they'll have a guy, I don't know, right here, or pushed up playing here. He kind of sits and he watches basically for the guy I told you about, the lurker who comes up here and kills the opper. But he's kind of, this guy's waiting for it. Don't really push into here. I mean, I guess it's open. I don't know. I'm not really sure the timings. I don't know how people play in main. At least what I would see is people always got a guy sitting. They got a guy sitting here. Got a guy sitting here. They start taking mid. Sometimes they even just watch a guy here. So once it's kind of the timing that you should be pushing there, which is when you hear them throwing a util to take mid or take cat, it's kind of too late because then you're just so separated from your team. Um, I would always be careful about when you're going B, though. Okay, so retaking B. If you have long control, yeah, you could go through top mid. That's when you should be doing it. Actually, if you have cat control, you should be going through cat and clearing out mid. A lot of times, people will keep a guy, keep a guy here, right here. Just make sure you're worried. At maximum, 2 people should be retaking from tons. I really just kind of like one guy retaking from tons. Not more than 2, but really just one. Because then the mid guys can throw all the util, right, for the retake. And the tons guy can just kind of come out as a late player. You got like 40 seconds to retake, so I think that's pretty much all I needed to show you. There might be a lot of shit I'm forgetting, and I don't really remember. A lot of it's really just shit you call on the fly that you guys can think of. But yeah. One thing I do like to do if you're doing cat, this is old Dust 2, so I'm not really sure how it fares up, but this guy just kind of mauling. This guy mauling this. Holy shit, I can't be throwing this. This guy mauling that. Paired with this guy mauling or doing the 140 second. I'm gonna have to check that in a nade. Right, so then you can get a guy up here walking like this, and then you can get a guy walking like this. I would always clear this first if you're this guy. Make sure you don't see the opper on the jump spot, or the guy who's going towards B, sorry. You'll see him, by the way, right here, his little pixel head when you're crossing like this, so you can calm that. And you can kind of post top mid together. I would usually, 1, wait for a flash, or 2, make sure we're flashing people in, you know what it is. I think that's pretty much it. I'm not really sure if I'm missing anything. I feel like I am, but we'll talk about it, or if you guys have any questions, let me know. Okay.